map upon my bedroom wall showed cities I was sure I'd roam. I traced the highways tall and small, a world away from this small home. I memorized the constellations, dreamed of unfamiliar skies, but in my quiet calculations, I never saw your gentle eyes. For in my life, I've loved some sunsets and places only postcards hold. But in my life, I swear I found it, a greater story to be told. And oh, I'll always love those journeys and treasures that the past may give. In my life, I love you truly. With you is where my life must live. The coffee shop, the autumn park, the bookstore with the crooked floor are now just landmarks in the dark, unless I'm walking through that door. With you beside me, every crossing turns the ordinary grand. A melody of traffic rushing is a symphony. Help me understand. For in that life, I've left some sunsets and places only postcards hold. But in my life, I swear I found it, a greater story to be told. And oh, I'll always love those journeys and treasures that the past may give. In my life, I love you truly. With you is where my life must live. Some loves are like a passing season, a lesson learned, a tender scar. But you are the deepening reason. You are the North Star in my dark. And all the chapters yet untitled, all the dreams I'd let to see, lonely pages bare and lifeless, till you are there to read with me. So let the oceans keep their distance, let the mountains touch your glue. I have my own and true existence here in this life I built with you. In my life, I choose you. In my life, I love you. The coffee's cold here in this morning light. Your suitcase shadow stretches in the hall. The clockwork heartbeat of this endless night is counting down the silence since you called. And every ordinary thing I see, a bookmark or your coat upon the stair, is just a ghost of what used to be. A breath breath of you still lingering in the air. So if you leave me now, you'll take the sun, the solid ground. You'll take the melody from every sound. If you leave me now, and this old house will be a skeleton, a frame of dust where living once had been. So if you leave me now, then leave me with the door left open, just a crack, a single fading track to lead me back. If you leave me now, I memorize the landscape of your face, the constellations in your steady eyes. Now I'm the stranger in this empty space, beneath a vast and unfamiliar sky. The future just a plane of shapeless days, a movie reel that's missing all that's left, a hollow that go in a canyon maze. You're just the ghost of what you did and said. So if you leave me now, you'll take the sun, the solid ground. You'll take the melody from every sound. If you leave me now, then this old house will be a skeleton, a frame of dust where living once had been. So if you leave me now, then leave me with the door left open, just a crack, a single fading track to lead me back. If you leave me now, I'm not too proud to say it plain, I'm not too strong to bear the rain. This isn't just a changered heart, it's the unmaking of a world, the coming apart of every atom, every star that learned to shine right where you are. So if you must go, take it slow, and let the turning of the knob whisper a promise, not a sob, that now is not forever. If you leave me, if you leave me, if you leave me whispers try to shake you, a storm behind your eyes. The world has left a shadow where your gentle light should shine. You're counting all the fractures in the mirror, and your heart feeling like a solo train that stumbled off the track. But I'll stand by you, I'll stand by you, won't let you tremble alone in the cold, through the cracks and the chaos. Whatever we go through, take my hand, love, I'll stand by you. Maybe you don't believe it. The words seem worn and thin when the ghost inside you tells you not to let me in. But your battles are my battles, your darkest night my fight. I'm not some fading footprint in the failing light. I'll stand by you, I'll stand by you, won't let you tremble alone in the cold, through the cracks and the chaos. Whatever we go through, take my hand, love, I'll stand by you. Yes, I'll stand by you. Let the mountains crumble, let the silence breathe. Even when the current rolls you wild and deep, I am your constant, I am your true north ground. Wherever you are falling, that's where I'll be found. So lean on me, my darling, that you're weary on the fade. My love's not just for sunlight, but for the scars the shadows made in every single season, till forever is through. My love, I'll stand, I'll always stand. I'll stand by you. When the city sighs and the daylight dies and the shadows stretch across your floor, when the whispers of doubt come creeping in and you can't take it anymore, I'll be the quiet in the storm, the fire keeping you warm, a promise you can feel so real. I'm your angel, your harbor in the night, the silver in your shadow, the reason for your light. When the world feels heavy and your spirit's running thin, just reach out your hand, I'll be there again. Oh, I'm your angel, not a fantasy. I'm the peace you breathe, your gravity. I don't need a halo, don't need wings to fly. My heaven's in the way you say my name. I'll trace the constellations and the tears you cry, and turn every hurt into a softer flame. When you're lost in the maze and a lonely days, I'll be the map written on your stand. I'm your angel, the harbor in the night, the winds all blow, let the rivers flow, however deep, however far you go. I'm your angel. Oh yeah, I'm your angel. I'm your angel. The moment I wake up, before the morning light, I trace your name in the quiet, holding you tight. In my mind I pull you close, chase the sleep away, and in that sacred silence is where I start to say, I say a little prayer for you, my love. Send it on the sunrise to the heavens above, that you feel this heartbeat steady, strong and true. With every single breath I take, I'm praying for you. Forever you'll be mine. Let the universe agree. I say a little prayer endlessly. I pour the coffee, start the rhythm of the day, but my thoughts are all with you. They never stray. I see your smile in the steam, hear your laugh in the sound, and in the daily ordinary, my devotion's found. I say a little prayer for you, my love. Send it on the whispers of the morning dove, that your path is kind and your burdens are few. With every single step I take, I'm praying for you. Forever you'll be mine. Let the fates all decree. I'll say a little prayer endlessly. Through traffic and through chaos in the marketplace, I find a quiet second to see your face. A fleeting epic moment in the rush and the noise. My constant secret anchor, my soul's deepest joy. Say a little prayer for you, my love. Send it on the storm wind, on the wings of a dove. Let the world know you're cherished in all that you do. With every single beat of my heart, I'm praying for you. Forever you'll be mine. Through all time and space, I say a little prayer for your smile, for your grace at night. night, the final thought before the day is through. My darling, my forever, I say a little prayer for you. Got wider than the map we traced at the start. Two sets of footprints, one quiet, one bold, but sharing one heart. The world gets loud and the hours spin, a blur of gray and gold. Sometimes my grip feels paper thin, and your hand's all I hold. So if I should fall behind in the rush, in the rain, in the din, just wait for me, I will find you again. Through the tangled dark I'll follow the thread of your side. Just wait for me, love, I will get there, I'll try. Distance is too great in the peace that we have found. We don't have to walk the same step side by side all the time. Just promise you'll wait if I should fall behind. You chase the sunrise sometimes, and I linger with the moon. Some say we're out of rhythm, but we're humming the same tune. There are days my soul feels heavy and your light seems far away, but I see you in the corner where the promises all stay. So if I should fall behind in the rush, in the rain, in the din, just wait for me, I will find you again. Through the tangled dark I'll follow the thread of your side. Just wait for me, I will get there, I'll try. If you should fall behind, my love, I'll be the steady ground. No distance is too great in the peace that we have found. We don't have to walk the same step side by side all the time. Just promise you'll wait if I should fall behind. For this is not a race, no, it's a weathered woven thread, a shelter we are building with the things we've done and said. Falling isn't failure, it's just scratching at our breath. It's the trust that inside us is no such thing as death. So I'll wait for you, and you wait for me. However slow the step may be, however slow the step may be. Just wait for me. noise is just a hum, a backdrop now that you have come. I watched you thinking, lost in space, a quiet smile upon your face. And in that ordinary light, my world went quiet, felt so right. A door I never knew was there was opening on empty air. So let me love you, not just in the grand design, but in the dust that settles and the ticking of the time. Let me love you in the coffee steam, the mundane and the true, in all the simple, sacred things. Just let me love you. I've built my walls so tall and deep, a lonely vigil I would keep. I spoke in languages of fear, you leaned in closer just to hear. You didn't try to storm the gate, you simply taught me how to wait, and showed me that a crack could be enough to let the whole light see. So let me love you, not just in the grand design, but in the dust that settles and the ticking of the time. Let me love you in the coffee steam, a mundane and the true, and all the simple, sacred things. Just let me love you. I can't promise sun without the rain, that I'll never bring you pain, but I can promise this old hand to hold, to learn, to understand, to be the harbor and love the sea, the steady ground your soul can free. Oh, let me love you, not just in the grand design, but in the laundry on the floor, and this hand in mine. Let me love you through the silence, in the chaos we walk through, with every humble, hopeful breath. Just let me love you. Just let me love you. In the way the morning finds us, in the way the day unwinds us, let me be the constant in your view. My dearest one, just let me love you. The map is just a square faded blue, the highway's just a line somebody drew. The world outside is shouting, full of plans. Just take my hand, I've got a better view. Let's leave the should and must where they belong. Find a road that only plays our song, where every turn's a secret just for us. And time can't tell our hurry to move on. Let's get lost, just you and me, where the compass spins so wild and free. Miss our exit, let the street lights fade. In the twilight, in the mess we've made. Who cares if we don't know the way back home? We're already where we're supposed to be. Let's get lost and lose the whole wide world, and find our own small piece of infinity. We'll trade the skyline for a canopy of pines. Let the radio find a distant crackling sign of some station playing songs from before. We'll pull over just to read the weathered signs. We'll name the clouds and guess the next small town. Let the gas gauge slowly winding down. Be beyond Lake Cloud we're listening to, until the stars come out and gather round. Let's get lost, just you and me, where the compass spins so wild and free. Miss our exit, let the street lights fade. In the twilight, in the mess we've made. Who cares if we don't know the way back home? We're already where we're supposed to be. Let's get lost and lose the whole wide world, and find our own small piece of infinity. So let the asphalt blur and the mile markers lie. Destination's here, it's in your eyes. In this borrowed car, on this uncharted lane, we're writing our own geography. And everyone who's right, and every unnamed band noise that I have learned to tune away. But here with you, the static starts to clear. A quiet voice is all I ever hear. You don't need grand designs or vows that soar. Just walk beside me through the simple door. So all I ask of you is your hand to hold, a story in the quiet, a truth softly told. Be the steady harbor when the tides roll through, darling. All I'll ever ask is you, just you. They talk of castles built on gold and sand, of mapped out futures carefully planned. But blueprints shatter, fortunes ebb and flow. The only constant that I think I know is not a guarantee of sun-filled days, but you beside me through the foggy maze. So all I ask of you is your hand to hold, a story in the quiet, a truth softly told. Be the steady harbor and the tides roll through, darling. All I'll ever ask is you, just you. I won't ask for the moon, it's shining in your eyes. I won't ask for the stars, they're borrowed from your skies. I just ask for this breath, this space, this time we share, and the gentle, brave commitment of simply being there. So let the frantic world spin on its dizzy race. I found my keys right here in this embrace. For all I ask, my love, and all I need is every morning you and love breathe. It's all I ask of you is the morning finds the edges first, a slow and creeping gold. It touches dusty windowsills and stories left untold. But I have seen the way it moves, the secret I have learned. It doesn't blaze a path, it's where the shadows' edges turn. that is how you found me. Not with fanfare or with light, but softly changing all my gray and making my world right. So let the seasons pull the tide and let the years all roll. Let the storms gather up above and take away control. I won't be just a fair weather vow, a promise for the sun. For every single beat of my heart says my place is with the one who stands here in the ordinary, in the quiet and the fight. My constant, my true north, I'll be by your side. We built more castles in the clouds, no palaces of glass. We planted seeds in stubborn soil where lonely winters pass. And some days are just whispers, and some are thunderous sound. The map of us is written in the common hallowed ground, in coffee cups and laundry piles, in dreams we speak at night. And I'm sorry I hear you and holding on too tight. So let the seasons pull the tide and let the years all roll. Let the storms gather up above and take away control. I won't be just a fair weather vow, a promise for the sun. For every single beat of my heart says my praise is with the one who stands here in the ordinary, in the quiet and the fight. My constant, my true north, I'll be by your side. And if the music fades someday and the vibrant colors dull, when the frantic fearless feeling finds itself a little full, I'll reach for your hand, not out of habit or fear, but because the deepest love is the one that perseveres through the calm, through the chaos, through the dying of the light. My choice, my quiet anthem, to be by your side. So here's my head, here is my life, through war and leaving time. In every single version of this hood, I'll be all beneath the ceiling, plain and low. Just another dusty Tuesday with nowhere else to go. Then you walked in and you tilted my whole axis off its spin. Now the atmosphere's just thinning since the moment you began. So fly me to the moon, let's swing on Saturn's rings. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. Jupiter or Mars. In other words, my love, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with stellar music. Let me sing forevermore. 'Cause you're all I'm hoping for, all I truly worship and adore. Please be true, a constellation I can always navigate me. In other words, my love, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. They say it's all just cosmic dust, a lonely cold design, but they never felt your gravity, a light of mine. So let the rockets roar, go quiet, let the mission fade from view. Any universe will do, long as it has you. So fly me to the moon, clock ticks on a quiet room, a hollow in the air. I dial half your number just to know you're still out there. I see a coat still on a hook, a ghost left in the hall. And silence has a certain sound, the loudest sound of all. I've been to every corner store where we would buy the bread, and every song the radio plays is something that you say. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Not the morning sun that tries to warm this empty bed, not the whispered jokes of friends, the things I should have said. I've tasted freedom, walked alone, I've tried to turn the page, but every single story starts and ends upon your face. No, nothing compares, nothing compares to you. They say the world keeps spinning and the seasons have to change. A planting roses in the yard, they're beautiful and strange, but beauty is a bitter thing when there's no hand to hold. A summer night is just a cage, and all your warmth goes cold. I wanna smile like a uniform gone out to face the day, but every laugh just echoes back and slowly fades away. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Not the memory's faded glow, not the newest stranger bright, not the dizzy downtown lights that fill the lonely night. I've sailed on silver oceans, climbed a mountain top or two, but all the heights are hollow if I can't come home to you. No, nothing compares, nothing compares to you. All the apologies I wrote but never sent, all the time we thought we had now spent, the what ifs and the if onlys pile up to the sky. The hardest word in any language is goodbye. And I know love's a garden, it can wither on the vine, but baby, in this desert, you're the only peace I find. And nothing compares, nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Not the past we can't reclaim, not the future cold and new, not the frantic beating rhythm of this city's restless heart, 'cause every single beat upside down in nothing. Coffee shops, the crowded streets, a million faces that I'll never meet, a rhythm of a city, loud and wild. I walk through life just going through the motions, child. I had a map of how it's meant to be, a silhouette I thought I'd never see. Then my compass broke and time stood still, 'cause in a sea of perfect diamonds, shining all the same, you're the one lost sapphire, burning with a different flame. Not a statue on a pedestal, too cold and high to touch. You're the one don't say the lines they write in books. You have this way of giving me those real hard looks. You laugh at all my weird, forgotten dreams and hold me close beside the broken seams. You're not a fantasy I built up in my mind. You're the beautiful, imperfect truth I find with every morning sunrise that we share. You're the only one I see. Maybe the life is all wrong. Maybe the odds are a lie. 'Cause if a million is the count, and how is the reason you? With every single heartbeat and numbers fall away, there is no calculation for the words I need to say. So let them count the stars, let them name them one by one. My only every wonder, my revolution has already come. You're my one in a million. coffee's cold now, morning's almost through. You're tracing circles on the news I never read. And outside, the world is shouting loud and blue, but all I hear's the peace you silently spread. It's not a fireworks show, it's not a grand design. It's the way you fill the spaces I didn't know were bare. So let me say it plain, this heart of mine has been learning love in the light you share. Thank you for the mornings, for the easy silences. Thank you for the battles you have never fought with me, for seeing all the broken, complicated pieces, and choosing every day the man you hope I'll be. For the hand that finds mine in a crowded, anxious room, for the anchor in the storm, for the shelter from the rain. My life was just a melody, a simple, lonely tune, till you came and gave the chorus my name. I remember that December, I was lost in my own head. You didn't fix a thing, just sat down on the floor. You said the sky is leaden, but we'll wait for blue instead. And you made the wait feel like nothing anymore. You don't wear a cape, you wear a well-worn sweater. Your superpower's knowing when to hold or let me go. And I know I don't say it near enough or better, but you are the greatest truth I'll ever know. Thank you for the mornings, for the easy silences. Thank you for the battles you have never fought with me, for seeing all the broken, complicated pieces, and choosing every day the man you hope I'll be. Yeah. For the hand that finds mine in a crowded, anxious room, for the anchor in the storm, for the shelter from the rain. My life was just a melody, a simple, lonely tune, till you came and gave the chorus my name. It isn't I adore you, though God knows that's true. It isn't just forever, though I'm planning that with you. It's deeper than the poetry, it's plainer than a storm. So thank you, my quiet sunrise. Thank you, my steady ground, for every single ordinary paradise I've found. Yeah, thank you for the chorus with my name. The clockwork of the city never sleeps. A million lonely hearts it softly keeps. I walked its rhythm, just a steady tone, until I found I didn't walk alone. The single glance, a quiet shifting light, my chaotic stars all wheeled into the night, and finally aligned. This is no borrowed time, no fleeting fire. It's the bedrock deep beneath the highest spire, a constant gentle current, sure and strong, to which my every quiet prayer belongs. It's not just how I look at now, it's how I always will. This promise evergreen, no winter wind can chill my everlasting love. We've seen the seasons paint and then erase the lines of laughter on each other's face. We've held each other through the blinding storm, and found the two together truly warm. It's in the daily bread, the silent knowing grace, the sanctuary of our own quiet space. That's where it's sealed. This is no borrowed time, no fleeting fire. It's the bedrock deep beneath the highest spire, a constant gentle courage, sure and strong, to which my every quiet prayer belongs. It's not just how I love you now, it's how I always will. This promise evergreen, no winter wind can chill my everlasting love. The decades through pages, but the old stories fade, and every shiny new romance begins to be displayed. Oh, looser intertwined the Lord, where chains cannot be found, in the deep and silent dark, on this hallowed ground. From this life to the next, whatever may be true, my soul would spend forever just in search of you. So take my hand, not just for now, but for the whole journey through my everlasting, endless, always, ever, only you. My Have you ever stood in an empty room and felt it overflow? Heard a melody in the silence only your heart could know. Have you ever looked at a crowded street and saw just one face shine? That's the mystery that found me the moment your hand took mine. 'Cause have you ever been in love? Not just the feeling, but the fall, the terrifying, glorious truth that you've lost your heart and you don't want it back at all. Have you ever been in love where the world just disappears? It's not a question in your mind, it's an answer whispered in your ears. Have you ever reread a simple text 100 times or more, finding constellations in the words you never saw before? Have you ever planned for tomorrow with a certainty so deep, knowing even storms would be a promise you are meant to keep? 'Cause have you ever been in love? Not just the feeling, but the fall, the terrifying, glorious truth that you've lost your heart and you don't want it back at all. Have you ever been in love where the world just disappears? It's not a question in your mind, it's an answer whispered in your ears. Some say it's fire, some say a flower, a hurricane, a harbor, a bottled island. The storm before and after is a space around your laughter. So if you ask me how, I'm sure my proof is every single thing that was blurring now is clear. So let me ask, and I'll just smile and say yes, I am. I have been, I'm there. It's in the sunlight in your hair, it's in the quiet that we share. And I ever been in love, oh darling, I am there. I used to think that love was just the word you'd say, like sunshine on a rainy, ordinary day. I searched the maps for mountains I could move with pride, and kept the best of me locked up in deep inside. When you walked in, not looking for a fanfare sound, just picked my scattered pieces up from off the ground. You didn't build a castle, you just built a door and showed me what I'd never really known before. It's one love, not two silence when we don't need to think. It's the courage that you hand me when my own is gone. The safe harbor that I lead on in a steady dawn. It's not a perfect portrait, it's a work in art, a chosen growing garden in the deepest part of a heart I never knew could ever feel so free. You're the only home that's ever felt like home to me. It's one love, like two halves making one whole. It's two rivers meeting and changing how they flow. It's one dream shared in the quiet and the noise. Now I find your balance, but a silent chosen poise. It's one light braided from the moments that we steal, and the deepest kind of truth that I have ever felt is real. Yeah, it's one love, simple as the rising of the sun. My once upon a time has finally begun. Let the seasons turn and let the years all weave their line. Let my hand grow old as long as yours is held in mine. For every single story, in the end there is a theme. However vast the universe, I needed just this dream. It's one love, not two halves, but a single blazing soul. A story that we're writing, where the pages just unroll. It's one dream waking up inside your steady heart. It's one life, and this is the most beautiful part. It's one love, echoing when all is said and done. My once upon a time, my only one, just one love. The coffee shop was Tuesday, just a blur of noise and steam. I was a faded photograph, lost inside a dream. And I looked up, and there you stood, so calmly in the fray. And the whole loud world just softened and whispered, look, she'll stay. You're the lighthouse in my harbor, you're the ground beneath my fall, you're the quiet in the chaos, you're the truest truth of all. Not just a fleeting feeling, not a sky that's gonna fade. You're the answer to the question that my heart has always prayed. My shelter and my wild wind, sent from somewhere up above. Yeah, you are. You're the one I love. upon my skin. You don't just see the sunlight, you let all the shadows in. And you laugh at all my nonsense, that ridiculous old joke. You see the man, the boy, the dreamer, with every look you stole. You're the lighthouse in my harbor, you're the ground beneath my fall, you're the quiet in the chaos, you're the truest truth of all. Not just a fleeting feeling, not a star that's gonna fade. You're the answer to the question that my heart has always prayed. My shelter and my wild winds, sent from somewhere up above. Yeah, you are. You're the one I love. I've sung 1,000 love songs, all cliche and worn out lines, but they were just old melodies till your love